tragedy in Whitley County after a chase on US 30. Heartbreaking audio as dispatchers learned the awful news.
His partner did not make it out.
Whitley County K9 Cas, a loyal member of the force, killed in the line of duty.
It's a really sad day when people try to evade police, drive carelessly, put all of our lives at risk.
The community stopping everything tonight to pay tribute.
Anybody who was a civilian, had their hands across their hearts. Anyone that is a civil servant, they saluted her when she came down the street.
And take a look at this Facebook post. Columbia City Police posting a picture of Cas late tonight, saying it's with very heavy hearts that we give our condolences to Deputy Gary Archbold, his family, and the Whitley County Sheriff's Department, and the loss of K9 Officer Cas. She will be missed. I'm Tom Powell. Linda is off tonight. Caitlin Kendall was at tonight's tribute for Cas. She'll join us in just a moment with reaction. But first, the latest on what happened. Police say they were investigating a carjacking of a black Chrysler near US 30 in Kosciuszko County. Spotting the car, officers attempted a high-risk stop. Police say the Chrysler stopped and a passenger got out, but the driver sped off into Whitley County. A Whitley County deputy positioned his car and set up stop sticks in the intersection of US 30 and County Road 450 West. The Chrysler, we're told, collided with a police car broadside, forcing it into the westbound lanes. The police car burst into flames. Despite their best efforts, police were not able to rescue Cas, and she died there on the scene. The deputy was unharmed. A Fort Wayne man tells us he was on his way to a dinner date with his wife when the Chrysler sped past him, narrowly avoiding a collision. Cresting the hill, Timothy Marsh describes the fiery aftermath that he witnessed.
The police couldn't get near it because of the heat, and the fire within 20 seconds went from the size of a driver's door to out the windows. It was engulfed. Police officers every day go out, and soldiers do the same thing. Firefighters, they go out every day and they risk their lives to keep us safe. And once in a while, they don't come home.
The driver of the Chrysler received minor injuries. He's being treated at a local hospital. Charges against the suspect and his passenger are pending tonight. And now to tonight's memorial. The Columbia City community gathering to pay their respects. Fort Wayne's NBC reporter Caitlin Kendall is here now in the studio with more on what she witnessed. Caitlin?
Tom, the air felt heavy as tears were filled in people's eyes. Tonight, you'll hear the gripping audio from the scene. Audio that illustrates the impact the suspect's decision to flee made on an entire community.
Get the dog out!
Clear. He's advising he cannot get his dog out.
The heartbreaking sound of Deputy Gary Archbold from the Whitley County Sheriff's Department moments after a police chase ended in a fiery crash.
His partner did not make it out.
The crash taking the life of K9 Officer Cas. Folks in the small town of Columbia City coming together to honor Cas's commitment to their community.
Our little town got rocked by something pretty big.
A procession, lights and sirens on as the community stood in silence, hands over hearts and some in salute.
Like any human police officer, she was given a special trip home.
A special trip home with a flag-draped casket. Alyssa Babcock calling Cas a true hero.
She died doing her job. She deserves a lot more. She deserved to live a lot longer, and that was my way of giving her some respect.
I was just in shock.
Jody Engel says she watched as Deputy Archbold trained Cas on the courthouse lawn, saying Cas was a fireball and a dedicated servant.
It's like losing one of your own. It really is, and it's going to hit everybody hard for a long time.
Folks in the community say that they believe there will be more services for K9 Cas in the near future.
All right, Caitlin, thank you. Fort Wayne's NBC will have continuing coverage of this tragedy and the court case to follow on air and online. You can watch more from tonight's tribute to Cas on our Facebook page. Just search for Fort Wayne's NBC.